I was a bodyguard for Stephen Curry, the Golden State Warriors Stephen Curry. And then all of a sudden we hear like outside and we're like, oh, I didn't know they were doing construction today. Hear sirens a few minutes later. We look outside his balcony. Apparently there was a gang shooting drive-by. Not a lot of that here in Taiwan. Very peaceful, easygoing.
Welcome to Pizza Bear Cafe, where I get to know one of my new friends here in Taiwan, Chris.
Hi, how's it going? Chris Fosty. I run Pizza Bear Cafe here in Taipei, in Xindian District. Born and raised in, well, near Chicago. Then eventually I had a friend tell me about English teaching in Asia. So I looked into it and found a good position in South Korea to go to. Then after that, I kind of just went backpacking around Asia. A friend from university that I met who was living in Shanghai, China currently. She just sent me a message on Facebook saying, hey, if you're in backpacking around Asia, come to China. Crashed on our couch for a weekend in Shanghai. And during that one weekend, I got offered 2 different jobs. One to teach English at a kindergarten, make good money, live comfortably. The other one was to sell beer on the biggest party street in Shanghai. Salary is crap. So I was like, yeah, I want to do that. Let's do that.
Were you like selling beer in Chinese as well? So you know like how to haggle and like how to do all the...
当然可以啊，你要买这个啤酒，那个味道非常好，很多老外喜欢喝，所以你也喜欢。
Perfect, perfect.
Eventually met my wife, and instead of having a baby in China, we decided we were going to have it in Taiwan, a little bit safer. Came here, we had the baby. I didn't really have a job. I kind of just came here to have a baby with my wife.
How much did you know about Taiwan before coming here? And was there any like difference compared to like your life in China?
Well, I had been to Taiwan once before. If you're a big foreigner, depending on your face structure, you can get all these odd jobs. So I was a TV commercial actor, a bodyguard, all these kind of just weird things you do.
Bodyguard?
I was a bodyguard for Stephen Curry, the Golden State Warriors Stephen Curry, and I found out I'm a terrible bodyguard.
What? Wait a minute. So what happened? What do you mean? Why are you a terrible bodyguard?
Because he's sponsored by Under Armour. So the CEO of Under Armour was there. He was doing like this exhibition game, whatever. And I was, huge Steph Curry fan. I was like, oh man, I'm watching him play. And my job was to watch the Under Armour CEO. Got up, it went from watching the exhibition game to go to the bathroom. And then I'm watching that Steph Curry play, and I didn't realize he was getting up to go. So the guy in my earpiece is like, what are you doing? You gotta go watch that guy. I was like, oh crap, yeah, that was my job. That's what I'm here to do. So I went over there. I was like, okay.
That's crazy.
So that was my first time here. Basically, the security company was just like, oh, we need to find someone who can get into Taiwan visa-free. My friend recommended you. Can you do this? I was just kind of being the white guy in China. Paid well. They gave me free Under Armour basketball shoes that I still have to this day. They're still extremely comfy.
Nice.
And I got to meet Steph Curry face to face. So that was my first time to Taiwan, and then the next time was with my wife.
What's the biggest difference between your life in the US and your life now here in Taiwan?
It's a lot safer here. Last time I was in America, I was in downtown Chicago with a friend, and we're in his apartment, chatting about old times. And then all of a sudden we hear like outside, and we're like, oh, I didn't know they were doing construction today. And both him and I kind of like brush it off. And then all of a sudden we hear sirens a few minutes later. We look outside his balcony. Apparently there was a gang shooting drive-by, literally outside his apartment. And just right when we were there, I was like, okay, well, good thing that was over on that side of the street and not on this side of the street. Not a lot of that here in Taiwan. Very peaceful, easygoing. The public school system is great. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to come here, raise a family. Great quality public schools, safe. You're not going to get mugged or robbed anywhere. Again, it's a great place to raise a family, start a business, just be comfortable and happy.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, like your kids would have like the best place for like birthday parties, like growing up.
Oh yeah.
Like
as soon as they're able to like talk and take money, they're working behind the register over there. They can do math at 3, great. Well, you can also take money from people, do calculations in your head. Come on, kiddo, let's go.
What is like the best-selling items that you have?
The pepperoni pizza is the classic Detroit style. Cheese baked to the edges on top so that the cheese on the edges is super crispy. And then the sauce goes on top of the cheese. So it's the last thing you put on. Mwah. That's food pairing 101 right there for you, boys and girls.
This is like massive.
People love the edges.
But you're gonna have like every Italian now coming after you saying like, if it's square, it's not a pizza.
But we're also in Taiwan, not Italy, so come at me, bro.
Oh wow. It's literally like you take 2 pizzas on top of each other Oh
yeah, we like it thick at Pizza Bear.
Oh, this is crazy. Please share one more of your interesting life stories, because I promise I'm eating.
But we actually do delivery to a guy in Danshui every week.
Oh, for real?
We Lala move it to him. He pays the delivery fee. He's like, yeah, no, I just want your pizza here in Danshui. Call our shop number, and then we can organize a Lala move for you wherever you are in Taipei. We have some people who go to the W Hotel, the like rooftop swimming pool that they have. I'm like, I want pizza. Let's just order from Pizza Bear, okay? Let's do that. Fabulous.
Since Pizza Bear also delivers all over Taipei, I can sit here in my own living room enjoying a freshly made pizza together with some sparkling water from today's sponsor, Celinda. Thanks to Celinda, I can now get sparkling water straight from the water tap here in my apartment without any buttons or these huge machines that just takes up space on your kitchen counter. This is literally the coolest water I've ever seen. No pun intended, but the water can actually go all the way down to 1 degree Celsius thanks to the integrated cooler as well. But I think my absolute favorite thing is the gas cylinder, which is actually hidden away under the sink and which fits 490 liters of gas. That means that I can have around 3 cups of sparkling water every single day for an entire year before I have to worry about replacing this gas. That means that I'm saving myself up to 1,000 trips to the convenience stores, but more importantly, I'm also saving Mother Earth from 1,000 plastic bottles. But when that day do come and I am running out of gas, I just have to call Celinda and they will come home to my apartment and actually replace this gas cylinder for me. So I don't even need to leave my apartment to buy new gas for this container. And of course, in addition to all of this, Celinda will also come home to you and install both the gas container, the cooler slash sparkling water magic machine, and the water tap on the top here as well. So the only thing you need to do throughout this entire process is to click the link down in the description for more information. Total life changer for myself. And speaking about changing lives, let's go back to the video and hear a little bit more about Chris' adventures and how his life actually changed after coming here to Taiwan. How do we get then from being Steph Curry's bodyguard to like selling pizza and having a cafe in Xindian in Taiwan?
So back in Shanghai, I was managing bars, selling beer. I was doing that job, but I also had my other job. I have my own company, a marketing company in Shanghai. So I would do event plannings for brands, would do my own event, help get sales for other brands that needed them and whatnot.
Everything except security.
Yeah, everything except security. So I was having a Christmas bar crawl type thing, a long lane of like street that had a bunch of different bars along it.
If this is your answer to how do we get from like China to Xindian, it better be like a long street.
Oh, we're getting there, we're getting there, we're getting there. One of these bars was a gay bar. So around like 10 o'clock at night, they're having like this big old gay Christmas party. And everyone's like, hot, sweaty, enjoying themselves. And then I see this beautiful woman over in the corner. I just get this look in my eyes. I gotta try this. I gotta shoot my shot, and whatever happens, happens. And lo and behold, that is now my wife.
Since you said it was like a gay Christmas party, I was picturing a completely different end to this story here. But
no, trust me, there are people who wanted a different end to it, but they did not get that. COVID happened. Yeah, we had one of those online marriages in the USA. So then you get married as long as one person is in this one specific county in the USA, in Utah. And then you can be, the other 2 people can be anywhere. So we got married in Shanghai online in Utah.
So who was the third person?
The person in Utah. So there was a guy who just basically did weddings for you who lived in Utah. So he had an online wedding in Shanghai where we got married. And then a few months later, we moved to Taiwan here. Yay! And then a month after that, we had our first child.
So that's the baby bear then?
Yes, the first baby bear.
The first baby bear. There are gonna be more baby bears.
The second baby bear is already out.
Oh wow.
I think we're probably done with baby bears now. We're in Taiwan now. I don't have a job. I can't sell beer here because I have no brands, I have no connections, I know nobody. So I just started fermenting dough, playing around with dough. I was first making sourdough bread, reading, bought a lot of books, watched a lot of YouTube videos, and just learned how to make sourdough bread. So I was constantly making sourdough loaves. Then after that, I was like, okay, well, let's try making pizza. I started making pizza and have dinner parties. I had people over from my house for pizza. I was like, hey, if you guys bring the beer, I'll make the pizza for you guys. You guys can come over and eat some pizza. How about that? Test different toppings, test different styles and whatnot. And I found that my Detroit pizza was just fantastic. Everyone loved that. That was always gone at every pizza party. But yeah, so far the response response has been overwhelmingly positive about everyone eating the pizza. And then we found that there's a niche market of local Taiwanese who've lived in the USA, for college or university or high school or something like that. And they come here and they're like, man, I really want something with that, that American flavor. And they find me and they eat my pizza and they're just like, this is the greatest thing I have ever since I set foot on the US soil. This is amazing. So I have a bunch of regulars that come here, take takeaway, they eat here, just always coming in, enjoying the pizza. They love it.
I have to say, it's super nice.
No, thank you. We didn't want to invest too much and then find out that I suck at being a chef. So we invested a good amount of money, but not enough that if we lost it, we'd be like, oh man, how are we going to come bounce back from that? Just enough to be like, oh, that sucks.
And I also feel like Taiwan is one of those places where it would be possible. In Sweden, for example, I feel like the threshold to actually get started, you have to take a bigger chance.
Yep.
It's not room to just try it yourself and not investing like shit tons of money to get started.
From day one, we could sell alcohol, we could make food. It took us about 2 weeks to get everything sorted. Well, I know in the USA, if you want to get your liquor license, it's a grab bag, it's a roll of dice of when you're going to get it.
Yeah, and in Sweden, it's just 6 months processing time.
Yeah.
Even if you will get it, it's it just takes forever. Okay, so now I think we're caught up with your life story from Chicago all the way here now to Taiwan. What's next? How does your next couple of years look like here in Taiwan?
Obviously, we'd like to open up a second restaurant, but that's one of the things that, just taking it easy, taking it slow whenever we're ready.
How many views does this video need to have in order for your next location to be let's say around Liuchangli, right next to my house?
Oh, well, we're definitely going downtown with the next location, so you don't have to worry about that.
Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Lucas. Starts with L as in like, ends with S as in subscribe. Please do both, and see you all in the next one. Don't wear your finest clothes coming here because it's gonna be messy.
We got plenty of napkins, don't worry.
This is why you wear a red t-shirt. It was white from the beginning, but now it's red.
We have dark colors for a reason. We have black and red for our work uniforms, so it works.
I would shake your hand, thank you for the interview.
Oh, it's got a glove on, it's okay.
Oh, nice.
See?
Look at that. Just prepared.
It works.
Perfect. Absolute best food I've ever had in or around Xindian. Don't come here for the river, don't come here for the paddle boats. Come here for the pizza and experience the beautiful scenery and river after or before.
You gotta walk it off. That's a lot of food you're about to eat.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.